I remember the Caspian Sea level when we first sat in the cockpit of the fighter jet, and there were numerous dials and buttons in front of us. And then off we launched from the runway of that fighter ship. And that is how I began my battlefield experience from the game Battlefield 3. Yes, I missed the real battlefield experience of the older days, but I was glad to join the squad when I did. But ever since Battlefield 5, I can't say the same about this game anymore. But again, I had the same issues with Call of Duty campaign length. It is more so here. I really dislike the scanty single-player campaign lasting merely 4 to 5 hours in the Battlefield games by now. Battlefield 1 is my favorite one in terms of, the story and the 5 different character paths, which was a novel approach, which had so much potential. But again, the letdown was a bare bones 5-hour campaign in that game, which didn't help me connect with the amazing characters which were in that game. But I would accept that the multiplayer of Battlefield games has always made me feel like a soldier who is a part of a big war, and kudos to DICE for that. But the declining content in the multiplayer is not selling a good trend. There was another Battlefield game which was a huge bummer for me personally, which was Battlefield Hardline, which seemed rushed out of the door with a merely Battlefield tag on it. The decline is not only felt in story or multiplayer modes, but also in guns. Now Battlefield 1-2 had the problem where there wasn't a huge list of guns to go with, and same was the case with Battlefield 5. Honestly, it got the backlash it deserved because we have come to expect a quality game from DICE when it comes to our Battlefield experience. And it is a tough love for the game that we are pointing it all out for them. Now, how can it come out, out of this free fall is the real question here. And in my opinion, it has to fire on all cylinders in its next installment by giving us a bigger campaign, more guns to unlock, and no progression tied to battle packs. And also have a sense of progression for us to be motivated to play the game at the very least. Now, I agree that Battlefield has been my go-to game for a war-like experience, and I have been spoiled by DICE's continued amazing sound design and gunplay. Even the Levolution and the environment destructibility adds that visceral feeling to the game, which exponentially enhances the experience of it. So all they have to do is stick to their strengths and look back to their own lineage and determine what had worked, and at the same time provide a plethora of content and modes for the players at launch, and quit the live service model that they have been dragging since Star Wars Battlefront days. And since they have taken a year off in 2020, I seriously do hope that they bounce back stronger with a much better game than Battlefield 5 and eventually reach the glory days that it deserves. Now guys, that is it for this short video. Do let me know what you feel about the current Battlefield games and which has been your personal favorite and also why. Subscribe to my channel and like if you genuinely appreciate the concept. Appreciate the content. It helps me immensely to crank out more videos like this. And that's all for this one. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye. Take care.